Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
maybe, I don't know if you want to maybe finish public comment, but I'd love to respond
You
to
can
that.
go ahead and do it now.
Can we do it now?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Hang tight.
Sorry. Okay, so thank you, Paul, that was great, thank you. And as many of you know, I have been working with Councilmember Booter and several others on their wildfire preparedness committee, which has met and done a lot of really great work so far. So I guess the first most important message is we are doing something, so thanks, Paul. It is true, Nova, can you pull up that map? I had a sneaking feeling we might be talking about this. So this is the expanded version of the map that was in that hilarious goat video, by the way. That's really great. And so you can see here the lots in the center there, the purple, 6 of those on our side of the jurisdictional boundary line, which is that sort of dotted lines. 6 of those are indeed controlled by the city. But as you can see, there's a much bigger picture here of Pescadero Canyon, owned by and operated and controlled by Cypress Fire Protection District, the Pebble Beach Community Services District, other private property owners, and the Del Monte Forest Conservancy. So it is a multi-jurisdictional thing that we're doing here. And while it certainly will help to take care of the 6 city parcels in there, that certainly won't be enough to do the proper amount of fuel mitigation. So we have been working really diligently with all those agencies to create a more robust plan to take care of the entire canyon. We have been getting quotes for work along all of our parcels and also a fire road that goes up through that Cypress Fire Protection District area. We've been meeting with Monterey Fire, Cal Fire, the Monterey Forest Conservancy, Pebble Beach Community Services District, probably half a dozen times at least, council member out in the field. Obviously, as I mentioned, there's some complications because of the multi-jurisdictional nature of this. However, there is also the issue of environmentally sensitive habitat, which has to do with how the fuel is taken care of, and also the issue of a blue line stream that runs down the middle of Pescadero Canyon. So that flows out into an area of special biological significance, which means the Coastal Commission is involved. All of that is being said not as an excuse or a reason we can't do that. It's just why it's taking a little bit of time. But I do want to let everybody know that we are really working on this, and I think you'll start to see something happen out there relatively soon. Like I said, we are getting quotes right now for those city-owned parcels. I certainly can commit to, and Paul and I talked about this earlier today, I can commit to more regular updates about what we're doing. I think that's an important thing because I think a lot of the stuff that I just said, the things that we've been working on, the quotes we're getting and the meetings we've had with our partner jurisdictions, Paul didn't know any of that, and that's not fair to him or anybody else. So we will certainly commit to more regular updates in the Friday letter and on the Friday vlog and things like that. So thank you for bringing this up, Paul. I really appreciate it. And for the fun, like we need a little bit of levity in these meetings sometimes. So that's really helpful. But yeah, I just want to give a little bit of extra context. And I don't know if Councilmember Booter, if you wanted to add anything to that since you've been meeting with us on the Wildfire Protection Committee.
Yeah, I'll just sort of amplify it a little bit. So there's basically, there's 2 types of work to be done in Pescadero Canyon. There's work that can be done on our parcels, which is the 6 sort of south of that dotted line that you see there, right? And so for our June Wildfire Preparedness Committee meeting, the staff is coming back with a couple things that we need. One is surveys to make sure that we know where our property ends. So in our June Wildfire Preparedness Committee meeting, the staff is going to come back so that we actually have those surveys. Second, you need, as Paul mentioned, we need quotes from folks that can do the work. We have 2 quotes already, and so we will have, we'll have all of that by our next meeting. The last step for those 6 parcels is there's a CEQA analysis, and so CEQA doesn't immediately mean you jump to an EIR. There's a whole series of processes along the way, but that process is something that we're going to be going through, and as soon as we get through that process, we're going to do the work. So this process, all of this has been in flight for some time. The first thing that we had to do was create a prioritized list of fuel mitigation projects throughout the whole city, right? So it wasn't like we just sort of randomly picked somewhere. It was comprehensive. It was informed by experts. We asked the fire department, right? So that's the most immediate phase. Of course, as you can see, I mean, this might be 10% of Pescadero Canyon, right, within our immediate locus of control. So we have been proactively working with all of these other agencies, Cypress Fire Protection District, the Pebble Beach Community Services District, the Del Monte Forest Conservancy, CAL FIRE. And so it's not just that we've been talking to them, we've actually taken action. And so our fire department has sent a proposal to the Del Monte Forest Conservancy and to CAL FIRE for funding in a collaboration for us to work on the broader canyon for fuel mitigation. So I guess my point is these things are tangible things that have been in flight for several months and that I think are very close to bearing fruit, and we're super mindful of the start of fire season as well. So I actually appreciate Paul's energy. He has a unique way to bring awareness to this issue. We had a spirited conversation a couple weeks ago, and I appreciate the energy that he's bringing to this issue. So thank you.
To say the least.